Hi everyone, I'm Wenrui. In this video, my group and I will share our experience about this mini project for computer engineering workshop. Topic 1. In this topic 1, we are dealing with marks of students for 3 tests and involving calculation and graphing. Based on the data given, it's about student number 1 to student number 15 and their corresponding result. For our first task, plot the result of each examination in mallet. Let's look at the code in mallet. For the first 4 lines, we put each data into a single column array. For example, you can see at the right side. Then, we make a table. Variable t is assigned to the table. In easy words, we're naming the table as T. Inside the bracket means the item in the table. So there will be 4 columns which are student, lab test 1, lab test 2 and final exam. Next, we create a bar chart. This T dot means that we're using the data from table T. And then we limit the y-axis scale from 50 to 100. Label x-y-axis, x-axis as student, y-axis as result marks. Division for 3 different color bars. Set the color of bar, which are R for red, B for blue, and Y for yellow. Put the title, green line and box on the graph. Let's see the graph. In bar chart, we can clearly see that which student obtains the highest marks and the lowest. This is also easier to compare each student's performance among 3 tests. We proceed to the next task. Use mallet to calculate the average and standard deviation of each examination. Let's see the code. First, we're using back the same data and then using mean to find the average and STD as standard deviation. Inside the bracket is the data that we want to find its means or standard deviation. For example, the line number 6 inside the bracket is lab test 1. So it means we want to find the standard deviation and the mean of the lab test 1. Here is the result. The average and standard deviation for each test is on the right hand side. On the left hand side is the table as a reference. Now, the last task for question 1, we want to know the total marks obtained by the student. Given that lab test 1 carry mark is 25%, lab test 2 carry mark is 35%, and the final exam carry mark is 40%. So let's see the code. So using back the same data, calculating the mark according their weightage, adding 3 together to get the total, make a new table. Now we can see the table and the result are converted into their carry marks. Here we want to plot a new bar chart. X-axis is assigned to student. So same idea here. T marks dot means that we use the data from the table T marks. And y-axis as total mark. Create a bar chart. Same idea here. We limit the y-axis scale from 50 to 100 to have a better view of bar chart. So let's see the graph. So this is the total marks obtained by student. We can clearly see the student number 5 get the highest mark, which is 84.6. So that's all from question 1. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nik Razin bin Abdul Razak. So now I will continue to present about this mini project for question number 2. Question number 2 gives us a function which is fx equal to 3x cubed plus 4x squared plus 2x plus 6. With the function given, we need to answer the questions given below, which is A. Plot the function using 10, 25, 50 and 100 points. And B. Plot the differential of function. Basically, we need to use the function given to do a graph in a mallet. Mallet is a coding program. So, for question A, this is my code. For example of the code run, I will show it to you at the end of my video. Now, I will explain to you about the code. For example, x10 equal linspace parenthesis -5 for 10 parenthesis semicolon. Linspace is a special keyword in MATLAB to do a graph, while x10 to declare x-axis to have 10 plot points. -5 and 4 is domain to enter data for the x-axis in range of -5 to 4, and 10 is the total number of plot points. And then y10 is basically y-axis. So for y-axis, we just need to copy back the function given and then we write plot x10 y10 to call the data. So this is how my graph for question A with 10 plot points, with 25 plot points, with 50 plot points, with 100 plot points, and that's all. Now we go for question number 2, which is B. Question B asks me to plot the differential of function. So this is my code for question B. The code is still the same as in question A, but the differences between question A and B is that B, we need to differentiate the function given before we can proceed to create the graph. So I differentiate into 9x power of 2 plus ax plus 2, and then I plot it. So this is my graph for question B with 10 plot points, with 25 plot points, with 50 plot points, and 100 plot points.